I thought it would be interesting and relevant to discuss some of the highlights I watched on the Comedy Central roast of Bruce Willis that just happened. So I was looking at some clips online, and here's something, the main takeaway. Yes, they made fun of him a lot for having no hair, shaving off his head, compared him to the Blue Man Group and things like that. But the whole time they're making fun of them, they keep talking about how he's known for being a masculine action star. Okay? Because something that I think is neglected often is that balding is associated with masculinity. Okay? Especially when you go full shave or buzz it all off, as has been the case for so much of Bruce Willis's career. In fact, if anyone opened the door, and they mentioned this also in the roast, if anyone opened the door for balding action stars, it was Bruce Willis. And now we have The Rock, and now we have Jason Statham. Bruce Willis started that, right? So they were talking about that. What's interesting is they also, if you've ever watched those roasts, they roast the other people on the stage that roast the person being roasted. And one of those was Joseph Gordon-Levitt. And his hairline arguably is even worse than mine. He doesn't have the diffuse thinning, but his hairline is noticeably, at least Norwood too. I'll let you be the judge of it. But what the other people made fun of him for was not being masculine. Now, if you ask me, he's masculine enough. He's a handsome guy. He and I are the same height. We are both of Jewish descent. I think he's a cool guy, good actor, right? But the other people on the stage made fun of him for not being masculine enough. I just thought that was interesting, that to watch this roast, and that's the thing they make fun of Joseph Gordon-Levitt for, not being masculine enough. And he still has most of his hair. Meanwhile, Bruce Willis is, yeah, they make fun of him for being bald, but I saw the irony of making fun of someone for balding, but yet for being so masculine. So I thought that was interesting. In that situation, when it was all said and done, it was like it was better off to be Bruce Willis because he's so masculine. And then here's Joseph Gordon-Levitt, which I can't say, and he's not known for that. So I think the takeaway for me is this. We neglect to remember, to remind ourselves how masculine going bald is. It's a masculine trait. And it's one that a lot of men don't want, right? Who would say, I want this, you know? But it's going to be that lottery that some of us get the shortest straw, and there you go. And so, of course, if everyone went bald, then I guess it wouldn't be an issue. But it's easy to look and think, oh, look at all those guys who don't go bald. Do I really have to be one of those that does go bald? But man, Bruce Willis defines what it means to embrace balding, make it a brand. That's his identity. In fact, I would even wonder, if Bruce Willis didn't go bald, would he be what we know him to be? He's defined so much by his baldness and his masculinity. It's hard to imagine the Die Hard movies and Fifth Element and Armageddon, all the movies that define Bruce Willis, if he had a full head of hair. Like, that's what made him relatable, is that he was balding and he was masculine and he was an action star. So it's interesting to think of certain stars with their hair. It might actually take away from their masculinity. The Rock included, Jason Statham included, Vin Diesel included. What are your thoughts on that right here?